That might be controversial or an issue for some people, but that's just our opinions. And if you don't like it, write a strongly worded comment down below.
Yeah. And promise we'll read it and we'll probably respond.
Mine will just simply say, "Don't care."
I'll respond.
I'm sure you would.
I'll let you respond. Let it brew for a few days. Locked.
We thank you. We thank you for your engagement.
We do though.
You're engaged. No, you're right.
We need commenters.
We
Leave a
do.
comment down below. Leave a comment down below. Your weapon of choice if you were to be in a brawl out in a
That's
park.
insane.
Imagine what's around you in a park, and then leave a comment down below. Mine's an acorn.
Let's say you gotta fight off like rabbit, squirrels, or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Make
What
it
are you
not
grabbing?
against another
What's
human.
on you?
Listen, if it has rabies, kill it. Don't care.
If it's
If the
foaming at
homeless
the
man
mouth,
has rabies, fight him.
Yep.
yeah. If it or him or they or her have foam at the mouth and they're running at you, swing with
What-
God.
Whatever's in hand. Whatever's in hand.
Yes.
No.
Stop. This happens every time.
Cringe lord.
That show is
Alrighty.
canceled.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, there was feet suckers
But
producing
it
that
was,
shit.
But it was canceled in like a normal like they just
The
ended
show
it.
ended,
not,
yeah.
not like Zoe 101 where she got pregnant and they
Yeah,
had to
we'll never
cancel
forgive
it.
her.
I just meant
And,
canceled.
and she grew up ugly.
She grew up ugly
Yeah,
and
she
she's
did grow
also
up
she
ugly.
was
And she's
also
also
like
an ugly sister.
a fucking
you know who-
piece. She was a piece of shit too in that show. She was a
Like-
fucking bully.
Miranda just didn't age.
No.
She does
No.
not look any older. That's
So,
crazy.
okay, I watched an
I
interview with her for
always
Trash
l-
Tuesday. I love her.
I
She's
always
like,
love the clip of her of them being like, "You like never cuss, huh?" And then she's like, "No, I cuss a little bit." And they're like, "Well, what's your favorite cuss word?" She's like,
Probably
"Fuck."
fuck.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my
Oh
god!
my
I'm like,
God.
oh, Miranda. I feel like I'm
Little
looking at someone that
girl
is
still,
not
bro.
my
It's so
age. Yeah.
weird. I don't.
It's
Well,
so goofy.
I watched her interview for a podcast called Trash Tuesday. Anyways, before we go into that, welcome guys, welcome to another episode. I've heard from a friend. Your 3 favorite idiots. Hopefully, you enjoy us throughout the week. We got Rich, we got Lee doing his huge. You packing the
Yeah.
ball. Man's
Yes,
packing the ball.
Good for you.
Uh,
My dad came back from
passing by right
Guatemala
now.
and this man said, "Hey, I didn't know what to buy you, so I bought you alcohol." And I was
Nice.
like,
Dope.
liquor.
"Why? No, why?" and he brought me like these nice like frosted glasses. I left them outside, but
Cool. Really quick
Yeah.
tangent. I just heard the cops passing by, and I last night apparently somebody set fire to the trash can of the
bums.
bus stop that's right next to the, that's right across the street.
It's
Sorry,
always homeless
Sorry.
people.
I don't know. I just happened. And I was like, what the fit? Anyway,
Yeah, it's always
That-
homeless people.
That sounds like homeless people or like kid behavior or some shit like that.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, maybe somebody just
Cherry
threw a
bombed the
cigarette in
trash
there or
can.
something.
Did you guys ever have
Mhm.
those kids who cherry bombed fucking bathrooms at school?
Yes, I
And they
forgot
actually-
about that.
And they actually
Oh my
blew up the
God.
stalls.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. We never
No?
had that, anything like that. No,
Bro,
we
there
had
that was
like,
middle
there was
school,
one
yeah.
piece of shit kid. No, it was high school for me.
No, it was middle
We-
school.
we had like people like clogging toilets nonstop for like a week
That too.
straight. That was like a thing, or
what the fuck?
yeah, it was really weird. And then we had like the if bullying happened in middle school, it was usually in the bathrooms, so that was kind of an issue for a bit. And
That's
then
funny. Your
people-
school's so topsy turvy because my shit was like
Yeah.
bullying happened outside and the fights happened in the bathroom.
No, yeah, the bullying would happen in the bathroom a little bit. In middle school,
Why
a lot
not?
more. In high school, the fights would happen out in the courtyard, and then
Mm.
they would transition into the bathroom, or they would start in the bathroom every now and then, but then transition out into the courtyard
You
because
can
the
see the
bathroom was
giant
like
wave
right
of
there.
kids,
Yeah, kind
shifting.
of. Yeah, basically.
and it's like all the way up in the front of that crowd's the 2 kids talking shit to each other, and then
I
everyone just
remember the last fight that happened in my school. It was some shit. So the tea was my friend was there was two best friends. There was 2 best friends, and one of them was dating someone, and he was having like issues with this girl, whatever the fuck. And she was kind of, whenever she would have problems, she would ask my friend what to do, like advice, like, oh, because they've been friends for so long, like what is the best way to kind of like deal with this? Why is he like shit like that? Just kind of somebody to talk to that knows him. And he would just give her advice. They weren't fucking, they weren't hooking up, they weren't like cheating
just
or
cool.
anything. They're just cool. So apparently
I already know where this is going.
pissed him off so hard, so much that I was like, it was senior year. So in my senior year, I'm like super lazy, like just not ditching as much, but like just like doing homework and essays like 10 minutes before class starts, like that kind of shit, or like trying to like copy people's homework through lunch. Like I'm just in a classroom, just like trying to catch up. So I guess as I'm doing that, right outside in the courtyard lunch area, they're like kind of having this like argument, yell off or whatever the fuck. And my friend says like, whatever, fuck you, peace out or whatever. And he's like walking away. And as he's walking away, his friend, the other guy, ran up to him, sucker punched him in the back of the head.
Oh, that's cheating.
And then they like barely start going at it, but like while they're going, like maybe like 2 punches each got thrown, and then everybody jumped on them because these guys were like super good friends, like the best of friends. Like everybody knew, like, oh, if so-and-so's there, so-and-so's like really close by. And they're like,
wait, they jumped in there to stop them?
To stop the fight immediately.
Oh, weird.
Because nobody wanted them to fight. Everybody had the mentality of like, these guys are like bro homies, like they're practically brothers. Like there's like, for them to be fighting is like what's the reason? It has to be super good. It was
always a woman.
Yeah.
So I remember. So
that's so
happened.
Weird. I've never once heard like if people were like, "They're such good friends. Stop them from fighting." It's like,
yeah, it was like that.
Who cares?
It was that group of like those dudes that were class clowns and like the partiers, the ones that were doing drugs, drinking, or whatever.
Kids.
The cool kids, and they were those guys would like kind of function at the end of the lunch table, and then my group would function on the end, and then I was jumping between the end group that was like the Jasmine's, me, super anime, super nerdy, super like, yeah, like that was our kind of group. We were just super loud and laughing, and then the group in the middle was the group that I was jumping back and forth between the two. That was like the semi-party group, but you know, gay. And then the group next to them was like that popular boy group, popular quotes boy group. So they all like jumped in, stopped the fight, and then my friend went to the bathroom. Remember someone coming in and telling me, because I was really cool with him, and he lived like, or he still lives like a couple streets away from me. So we walk home from school almost every day. Like we were pretty chill homies. And I remember someone coming into the classroom and telling me what happened. I was like, what the fuck? So I got up and then ran outside and went to the bathroom. And I remember like 2 tall freshmen. They're like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you? I was like, what the fuck? Mo! You don't know me? So I went into the bathroom, and then like it was the whole like angry teenager boy, like,
you fuck my bitch.
God damn it. Like he's like, you know, like guy shit. They're all like huffing and puffing and punching him. Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, just like the air punching and then punching a wall or punching a door or the bathroom stall or some shit. And it was just like, I remember that just being those moments.
Dad never came back.
I remember just being in those moments, and it was like that moment was so intense, like the most intense thing that I'm dealing with. And like, man, chill out. He's like, he fucking sucker punched me all because of some bitch, and I was like, this is pretty crazy. So because of that, funny. She was known as like because of you.
Homie
because
hopper.
Of you, they're not friends. No, everybody knew they didn't fuck. He knew that. He just didn't like the fact that she was talking about their issues with someone else. He was like super toxic. He was the guy that would, even when I came out, everybody was chill. There was only like a little couple people that either didn't talk to me anymore or kind of like would say something. And at that point, that's when I was like kind of saying shit back. So people would be like, or whatever. Yeah. This guy was the one that would like mess with me, or like I think the one time where it kind of stopped and like hit the point, he was like, he had like a basketball and kept bouncing on my back. So I turned around, I was like, listen, I don't know what homophobia is. That what the issue is? What's the problem? Because I don't know what the issue is, man. I don't understand. Basically, so that's how it was when I was younger, but now I've gotten older, and I was just so like, what do you like me? Is that what this is? And then he stood up and he was like, you calling me gay? And I looked at him, I was like, I'm not calling you straight. So what is it? Are we brothers? Or are we lovers? You know, like what's the tea? And I remember the teacher even looking at him and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, so and so. He's kind of like, are you? It's like, oh shit. So that's when it kind of stopped. So even with that was his kind of vibe. So with that kind of personality and then him finding out that shit, I'm not surprised that's how he reacted. But neither of them were like talking to each other afterwards. They didn't like, all right, fuck it, bitches, whatever, we're still chill. They were done. And they weren't talking to each other for like years, even after high school. It was crazy. So everybody would just call her like the bitch that ruined like a golden friendship, basically. People did not fuck with her, at least until like a couple months later. Then I didn't like the bitch. She was actually a bitch. So
I'm like, it's funny because it's like, obviously we're adults, right? We're like fucking full-fledged adults at this point. Like, they gave us her adult badge. They gave us her little adult. They gave us her adult card like months, a few years ago, right? So it's like hearing these stories.
Here's your card. Get a job. Pay your debt,
bro. Yeah. They lied.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be fun. Guess what? All I'm doing is spending the money that I'm working for, and I'm sad about it. That's all that's happening now.
I'm spending it, and then I have to go to work to make more, so I could spend more. No, what I'm saying is like, hearing the story, I'm like, obviously those were the problems back in the days, right?
Yeah.
But adult me, I'm just like, this shit is cringy. I was like, who gives my shit is like, who gives a fuck about your friendship? Like, I don't talk to anybody from my high school. Like, I don't give a like, if anything, it's like they're all acquaintances at this point, and it's social media acquaintances, right? No offense to anybody, you know.
Funny.
So it's like now, like hearing this shit, I'm like, those kids are cringy. Fuck them. Like, but I was also like, I grew up like, even in high school, I always had like, I don't give a fuck attitude, because I was like, I'm tired of people, tired of this, I'm tired of school. I even said I was tired of living.
Dope.
All right. He was a troubled teenager when he was younger.
It's true though.
Now look at him.
Oh
no, we've talked about it.
I never, but even like as a kid, like I also never got into drama or anything like that. I hated that shit, like from get go. I remember middle school, like the most I had was being like bullied. Not even then, I was never like beat up or anything, thankfully. But I was definitely like, teased and all this other shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I always made sure not to get involved in that crap because I don't know. It was like,
just weird.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I was like, I'd rather just do my thing over here.
Yeah, like I hung out with like the cool kids of my like class, and like the only reason why we all hung out is because we all had similar interests. But like every now and then I would go and hang out with my old group, which was like all the emo kids and like the skater potheads, and like they were all smoking cigarettes. Like I was hanging out with those people, and like I remember my friends were like, they were being dramatic because they were like, bro, why do you go hang out with them? Like they're weird. I'm like, no, you guys are weird. I was like, you guys stand here, I was like, and talk about absolutely fucking nothing. I was like, and then you expect me to like have fun here. I'm like, at least with them I can joke around and say dumb shit. I was like, you guys are weirdos. But like I always hung out with them. Like we like I just had that like a connection with them, whatever. And I stuck around with them for a lot. Like I'm still cool with them. Like I don't talk to them, but I'm cool with them. But yeah, like even when I was around that crowd, I never felt like I was part of that crowd. And that crowd always had drama. Like there was always someone fighting. There was always an argument. There was always somebody like, it was like the stupidest shit, like dumb shit. I'm trying to remember about what. And it's like, when I really think, I'm like, I can't even, like my brain blocked out all of that. Cause I was like, most of those people are kind of losers. Like, like, and it was like, not losers in the sense of like, they're not doing anything because they're all doing something well for themselves. But it's like, it's just like, you kept that same high school vibe. I'm like, that's so weird. Like
the people who peaked in high school.
Yeah. That's why I don't talk to most of the people from my grade either, like my graduating class, because it's like there wasn't like any like
growth.
Yeah, there wasn't any change. I was not like this in school, in high school.
Yeah, you were bitter, right?
I was getting there. I was
Kidding.
I was still like this very talkative person, but it wasn't so gay. Let's be honest. Like this kind of personality, like
You weren't jaded yet.
It was
I
so
kind
bro.
of I kind of would love to like have like a video of like like if anybody's nobody would have, but if for some reason somebody has a recording of me like just existing and talking as a kid, I would love to watch it back just so I can see the difference, because I feel like there is a significant one. Maybe Jasmine, maybe, but even then, I still don't think Jasmine was the type of person to just kind of be like, with her phone, just like absorbing the moment or anything. Like we were just vibing, but
she was pulling out her Yu-Gi-Oh deck sleeve.
The dual disc, bro.
No, she wasn't like that. She was one of the girls that was really into like TV shit, like Vampire Diaries or Supernatural shit like that. That was that kind
Buffy.
of group. A little bit, just a little bit.
Like,
the hobbies were there, but she was also a gamer. But she was also really nice and quiet, and she was really smart, and she helped she was just the nice show girl.
She's still super sweet.
Yeah. She like Jasmine is like that kind of personality. I don't think really not needs to change, but there is growth. But it's not like that was a good foundation, and she built off of that. So it's like, oh, awesome. But yeah, man, I think I'm way different from back then, but back then and even now, I think my class, because I was in like I think I mentioned in the podcast before, I was in one of those magnet schools, but it was during Obama's presidency, and his VP was Joe Biden, and he opened up a bunch of schools that were like magnet private public schools or whatever. Like anybody in the neighborhood could get into it, but you needed to have a certain GPA to stay in it, basically. Right. And it wasn't like super heavily enforced. The only time that it was enforced heavily was during graduation year, because they kicked out everybody that wasn't graduating, so that they can keep the 100% graduation rate and still get all the funds that they were getting from the government and from all the other shit. So it was like, wow, that's kind of shady, but that's what
smart,
it is.
Nah, good for them.
I mean, it is what it is. So,
dummies.
Whenever, with that being said, so they're like really small schools. My graduating class was like at minimum 100 people, at most 150.
Damn,
something
we were
like that.
3 something.
No, bro. Our class was small.
How was yours?
Like 800, 900?
Yeah, I feel like.
Oh shit! God damn!
I feel like the standard for graduating classes in high schools
is
like
380, almost 4.
800. I feel like that's like the number, maybe 900 now, because of how many kids I don't know. We're not really having kids in our generation. A lot of us don't want to produce.
Actually, our generation's produced a lot of kids. Like we're peak in like kid population.
I feel like it seemed
I don't believe you.
It's because of COVID.
Maybe it's because of the shit that I absorbed, or like my bubble, because I'm very much like, I'm not antsy kid, but I'm very much like, I'm not going near that. Keep that on somebody.
Yeah,
we talking someone else's
our
shit. Our
generation had a big spike because of COVID. If COVID never happened, if that never happened, we wouldn't have had like the increase of people having kids. Like there's so many kids in our generation that obviously like who were living together with their significant other, and like they have kids. Keep in mind, there's probably 1 or 2 now, but they're like, if you really think about it, those kids are like 4 or 5 years old now.
Well, right, but that's why I'm like, I thought it was like the other way, because obviously there's a statistic also of like people just breaking up over COVID because they hated each other when they actually spent more than just an hour or whatever at home with each other.
So that statistic played around people who were already married. There was a huge divorce rate on top of kids being fucking made. And I was like, damn, y'all either bored and just want to be by yourselves, or you're too bored that you're making new people. Like,
no, they were just fucking at the beginning of it for sure.
Is that people actually did like not just like find someone random, but like almost like, did you guys know anyone that just kind of booed up at the beginning of COVID or lockdown and just that was their like bubble of their partner or whatever? It was like not like someone like right off the street, but it was like they had known them for like maybe a month, or like even less than that. I'm trying to think, more than 2 weeks at the very minimum. And they ended up.
I know a few. Yeah.
I feel like, I think with that, I can see that kind of living situation or that kind of lifestyle leading to mini me's, maybe.
Yeah, of course, because you're in that lovey dovey stage of it all.
Also, what the fuck else are you gonna do if you're not like us? We're gamers.
I was just thinking about this,
but normie people, not to be like super like for gamers, normies, but like
no, because I was thinking about
normal people that just don't do shit or have hobbies. Like,
I was thinking about
crazy.
I was like,
who don't.
Bro. Okay, because I thought about it in the context of like, I don't know why it's a girl thing. I don't know. Maybe that's just a generalization, but a lot of girls typically are the ones that just take pictures in their free time, whether it's selfies or, you know, doing whatever it is that they do. And I'm just like, I don't do that because I'd rather do something else. But I'm like, do you just not have anything else to do? Is it just because like a self-confidence thing or something? But I'm like, what do you do if you don't? Like for us gamers, we have the computer, we have like a whole fucking cyber world that we can go to, whatever, right? Meanwhile, like them, if I know like a lot of people have like little hobbies, like I don't know whether that's like arts, crafts, things like that, sure. But I'm like, how long does that take up of your time? And then otherwise, what the hell do you do? Especially during COVID when you were just stuck indoors
at home.
All
for days on end.
Yeah. Like, unless you knew how to draw or fucking crochet or, you know, it's like.
But I feel like even that, like you get tired of that after an hour. Same with us, like gaming. Sure, we get tired after an hour or two or whatever it is.
We just keep pushing.
But we have the computer that we could just fucking go into and watch other people play or interact with friends. You know?
That's what I was gonna say too, is that with the computer, I feel like you have a more of like a variety of different things to do. Like there's gaming. All right, I'm kind of done gaming. Let me watch something. Let me like fuck around with something else. I don't know about you guys. Sometimes I'll open up a program and I'll just like fuck around with shit. Like on my what is this thing fucking called? The Stream Deck. I also just open my Stream Deck and I'm like, I'm just gonna put random stuff on it and just press the buttons and be satisfied with like, oh, I have a folder. Let me just click all the folders.
I thought you were gonna say like the paint. The paint app.
I don't think I haven't gotten to that point. I got to the point where I realized that Solitaire just wasn't installed on my computer, so I installed Solitaire so I could just if I'm absolutely like I want to play something, but I'm kind of waiting for someone, and I don't want to play anything that's gonna like really
I play Solitaire on my phone
up or whatever. So let me just like click.
I used to.
Click.
Yeah,
I play it on my phone when I get time.
I actually like Solitaire. It's like I like card games like that where they're kind of simple. I'm fine with like poker and like 21 and shit, but like explain the rules and give me like 2 games to like fully understand it. Then I like it. I like that stuff.
Going back to paint, I just randomly thought of. Have you guys seen the, Ringo Starr from the Beatles?
Yes.
Yeah. He has a whole like art display thing where he just did a bunch of paintings and stuff on Microsoft Paint, and they're really bad.
Oh,
that's so funny.
Wasn't there one of like I don't know if this was a bit, but wasn't it like it's just like a person, a guy, and then like scribbling in like the crotch area, right, or something like that, or was it just scribbling over the body and he's just like
I forget
it. T-pose, but like full star. I feel like I saw something like that. I might be wrong, but I feel like there was just a drawing that was like you could see the image, but it was scribbled on.
Right.
So I don't know. I thought I had seen something like that. So
no, I think it's something close to that. But yeah, they're all modern art bullshit. Right. It's really fucking like bad.
It's like, so bad, but you know who did this? Ringo Starr. Oh
exactly.
Yeah,
oh my god. Amazing.
It's like these. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're fucking weird.
I had not seen that one, I think, before.
Oh, this one. It's called. Wait, guess the name.
Fuck, I don't know.
Bling?
It's called Hat Man.
Hat Man.
Hat Man.
That's very British.
Very British.
I love art.
But I like how we. I don't even know what tangent we were on, but I was just like, I like how we started off talking about Miranda Cosgrove. We said wait while you introduced, and then we just completely forgot it.
We just went into it. Yeah.
Miranda
We were talking
Cosgrove,
about
then
school.
we went to school. Yeah. And then went from school. We went into.
You said about those two cringy kids who stopped being friends.
Yeah, my brain is like, wait, I'm wondering how
You're
bridge
recapping
to get to this point. Oh yeah, but my school was like super small. The class was super tiny. So anything that happened, everybody was included in the drama. Everybody knew. So whenever something was going on, like at least one person out of like a group of 3 friends would know the tea. So I remember had a dish day, some shit happened. And then the next day I came to school, everybody was chill, but like obviously the people that were there knew, like we were whatever, laughing about it. And then so homeroom, we talked like amongst ourselves, first period, then lunch, or not lunch, like recess, mini recess or whatever. And then second period and then lunch. And I remember walking to lunch and my friends smacking me in the arm and being like, what the fuck, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, where'd you hear that from? And she was like, from everybody. So then I turned around and like everybody was looking at me and her. And I was like, man, I hate this school. It sucks. And that was like the first time I had been like at the center of it. So I was like, oh, damn. Wildfire.
I never went to a school small enough for that shit. The only time I've ever seen somebody actually be like the talk of the whole school was in middle school when a kid just socked the dean and knocked him on his ass.
Oh shit.
The funniest story me going to middle school was one of the deans, he got jumped by a bunch of girl cholas.
What the fuck?
Like they were like sick bangers, and then I remember my brother telling me because my brother
taking our phones, fool.
What if Carlos dicks me?
No, like they fight like men. Like he came to school the next day to work. Fat black guy, like straight fucked up. Like they whooped his ass.
Yeah,
I was
honestly,
like, that's crazy.
You would have to go back to work after that. If you don't go back to work after something like that, man, you
like
unfortunately a bit. Yeah, I was gonna say, man, you a bitch after that. I don't even think I'd respect you back then. I'd be like, shit.
Make jokes. Now I obviously feel bad, but we used to make jokes to be like, after that happened, we're like, we used to tell the deans, be like, yeah, y'all have a buddy system now, huh? Because they roll in twos, and I'm like, yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah.
How many girls was it?
It was like 3 or 4. They were like,
sounds wild.
They were on that like hardcore like chola banger shit. Yeah, they were like banging, like they were rolling deep with like a gang, and I was like, hey,
fool, Hector's coming around. He's gonna pick me up after school.
Chinga tu madre.
But like 4 times on the dean's face.
And Hector's some like fucking 19-year-old creep.
From if I remember this correctly, he was like he super senior. What's it called? If I remember, he was on the fucking little cart when they jumped him.
Oh no!
Yeah. He was just cruising.
He was patrolling. And they picked the wrong person.
They caught him lacking, dog.
Yeah. Oh man,
high school was so stupid.
Speaking
Jesus
of fucking
Christ.
lacking, this is a great transition. The stupid hip hop drama happening. I mean, obviously, everybody, if you kept up, you don't even have to be a fan. Like, people know the tea between like Kendrick Lamar and fucking Drake. But the funniest shit that I've seen by far. And I've only seen one artist do this, and now this other one copied it. The reason why I wanted to talk about it is because there was a photo that went around and a couple TikToks of people at they went to an artist. He's one of obviously fucking Quavo.
Okay.
So he had a concert in, I forgot where, in like North Carolina or something like that, and they took a photo. Someone took a photo of the venue and sent it to Chris Brown, and he showed a receipt saying, "Oh yeah, I bought all those tickets." So there was like maybe like 40 to 60 people max crowded in the front, and the rest empty. The whole entire venue empty, like empty, because Chris Brown brought he showed a receipt. He bought every fucking seat off that concert just so he would have a shit show and say fuck you to him. Keep in mind, obviously, he's getting paid. Like these are rich people. This is rich people drama. Like, but it is.
I've seen it.
But it looks so funny because people are like, what the fuck is this? And then you look and it's like, yeah, he bought all the seats so nobody would go watch him and then just make jokes about him.
I don't get it.
Bro.
There's better ways to do it. That's all I'm saying, huh?
That's 50 Cent petty.
He still got paid.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But that didn't hurt Chris Brown's pocket either, so.
No. But
if I was on the receiving end of that, I'd be like, y'all 50 y'all are gonna have the most intimate, best concert of y'all's lives. Oh my god!
But you have to understand that this is
money.
Like
oh my god!
Because this is really big. This is really big. This is obviously like rap industry shit. Like they don't see that as a win. They see it as like, oh, you're mad disrespectful. Like it's
I don't even see that as a win. I just see that as like a waste of money. But also he's Chris Brown, like rich. So like,
yeah,
what is money to him? But still, like
the rap industry is stupid if they don't count that as a win for Quavo, because it's like,
yeah,
bro,
it's so
bro
weird.
got a fucking free paycheck from Chris Brown essentially. And this man just had to put on a show for like 50 fans, and those fans have a great time, and now they know that like Quavo's fucking legit. Bro, that he's cool.
I would hope that he was like smart enough to understand like, all right, fuck it, yeah, here we go, and then just gave like a great show to those 50 people.
No, his show went on. He did. He had his show. Obviously,
because if he just like bitched up and then like,
but the thing is,
didn't do the show, then I'd be like, okay, Chris Brown really did get the win, but it's even then, it's still like. It's a lot of money, and you're putting it in his pocket.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is that like one of Quavo's like on his diss track, his lyrics is he's calling Chris Brown broke. So Chris Brown responded and was like, "Yeah, no one's broke here. Like, I can buy you." He basically that entire meme of doing shit like that comes from 50 Cent doing a Rick Ross, and it's basically saying like, I own you, like you're my fucking child, like fuck you, like I'm daddy, and I can pay for all your shit, and then I can still go off on my yacht and then do whatever the fuck I want. It's like obviously like this is rich people drama, because to us we're like, dude, that's still a win. You still got paid, but it's like Chris Brown doesn't need that money, bro. Like he didn't give a fuck.
That's just daddy issues, bro. I don't know. The ways like
kinda, I can see that, yeah.
I don't know. That's so weird to me, but whatever. It's like,
but that's yeah. And obviously like the biggest take on all this drama right now. Like people started including the eclipse. They're like, once the eclipse happened, like all these rappers got weird and started trying to beat one another up for no reason.
It's like that's the thing for me. It's like, where's all this shit even coming from? Like who threw the first punch or
so all of this
shoe? I don't know.
For the people who don't know or don't really follow it, this all started with Drake, because through all his records he's had sneak disses towards like these people to like to fucking what's his name to Lupe.
Drake has just been talking his shit for years. Like
on everybody.
Not subtext or passively. What is it?
It's just sneak disses.
I don't know.
Yeah,
subtweeting. Yeah, it's like subtweeting like for the past couple of years, and people are like, you're not saying who directly, and you don't say who like outwardly.
But everybody knows who.
But like the context clues are equaling like A plus B equals C, bitch, and we see you.
Yeah. Wow. So all that shit happened, and that's where this comes from. And obviously, finally, after like almost 2 weeks, Kendrick Lamar dropped the track. It's called Euphoria. Right.
6 minutes and some seconds long, I think, right?
He said it was, and he cut it down. He said it was supposed to be 8 minutes.
I saw like the producer, or it might have been some TikTok bullshit. It was 19 minutes long actually, but they cut it down.
It's 18 minutes, and it's like 3 different fucking like beats, which is the weirdest thing. But like it's different flows, every single one.
I'm living for everybody's just take on it. And we all have retweeted a different fucking reaction to Bella. Bila. I try to think of his name. The white guy with the dolls that was just reading the whole situation. Yes. I think it's
I just saw it today.
I think it's Delgado. I think that's that's their last name. And that the read, I put in a comment, I'm like, suddenly I'm at a library and I'm sat just having someone to read for me. It's amazing. It's the word poetry that this person can produce is hilarious. So, and I didn't know that Drake is Drake's name Aubrey?
Yeah.
What?
He's Canadian.
Bitch, they eating you the fuck up. Oh my god.
No.
Like not just like Kendrick. I've heard like bits and pieces. I'm like, that's good. It's not really my thing, but the words, you know, they have feeling punch. I don't know, whatever. But everybody else reacting to that, and then like just the whole situation. I'm like, man, the commentary girlies are commentating. It's great. Yeah. I love it. I love the pen work of the comment people.
The one thing that people aren't liking about Kendrick's thing is that he keeps like saying, like, basically telling Drake, you're not black, you don't have the black card, stop saying these words. And then but he is black, he's just light skinned.
I think they always say that. I think it was the fact that he's Canadian black and not like the American black. So the version of oppression that he faces is nowhere compared to anybody, like most other black people or artists.
He's
in
half
general.
black. Yeah, he's half white.
He's
yeah.
Half,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
No, because I've heard it's not so much that he's saying he's not black. He's saying that he's only black when it convenienced him all of a sudden for his career. That's basically what he's been saying throughout the whole song. It's like, bro, like, especially when he first started in his early career, that's what he's saying. He misses like the old, you know, sing-songy Drake that was a simp, basically, is what he was in his earlier days.
You should have stayed in the wheelchair, dude. You were a great actor. I would have loved to have seen you like just act. That would have been kind of cool.
I don't know. I'm basing this off of like other people interpreting it. Basically, what I'm hearing is that Kendrick is just saying, bro, you're so disingenuous right now. Like, you're just putting on a facade. Like, in your early days, that was you. Like, why not just embrace that? Instead, you put on the fake black hip hop artist from, you know, the America, but you're not from America, or what's it called? You're not from this same struggle that, you know,
you're not from the culture, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's it called,
but
I have nothing else. I just like the memes around it more than anything.
Quick, that my favorite thing that Drake has ever created is Anita Maxine.
Oh my god, we know.
Win in every time we talk about Drake. You gotta get winning every time.
So obviously, like, people are saying there's obviously the half saying that, like, well, Drake won. Other people are saying, well, the first point goes to Kendrick. And then one thing the only thing I agree with Rick Ross when he had said it was like, he had mentioned that he was like, yo, like, Kendrick took the first point, shout out to him, but you can't continue to tell people like, you're not black. Like, he's like, you keep diversifying us even more. And it's like, no, like, us black people, we should all stick together in that sense. And then, I mean, Rick Ross has always been a big, like,
I see that.
He was big on like the whole, like, putting like money in and doing all these things for like the movements and stuff like that. So it's like people are like, okay, yeah, like, fuck you, Rick Ross, we don't like you, but we agree with you. Like, this makes, like, a lot of people in the community are like, no, yeah, that makes sense. Like, that's kind of a weird blow to throw, and it's always been the running joke about Drake forever.
Right.
But but obviously this is rap, like, anything goes in, right? And then he threw a bunch of other names, and then watching those people react was funny. Like, Metro Boom came out, the guy who makes all their beats. He came out and he tweeted something, and then people in the comments were like, shut the fuck up, Metro, like, you can't say shit. And everyone's like, oh shit, like, damn, poor Metro's still getting flamed. And then he put a line about like Gunna which was a guy who was like fighting a RICO charge and he got out of it. He said that like you make him look like a saint. He did mention some shit that a lot of people didn't, I guess people didn't know or never knew about. Like his dad had been charged for murder. So like his dad was like a convicted murderer or something at some point and some shit like that. But overall, it was a good song. It was weird for sure. But now everyone's like, okay, cool. This happened like round two. Like we get another set because everybody saw what happened with him and Pusha T. Everybody saw him with like the Meek Mill drama. Obviously the Pusha T thing came out and everyone knows that he won because he exposed Drake for being a dad. That's one big thing that Kendrick did say in his thing. Yeah,
funny because I just remembered the bars
it's
of
like,
Kendrick being like he's like basically saying like I've been busy taking care of my kid, but you wouldn't known anything about that.
Yeah. So that was another big.
That's so fucked.
That was another big diss, and obviously it's a run-on joke from what Pusha had said. But yeah, no, I was like, it's good entertainment for us regular folks because it's been quiet and it's been boring around like any sort of music industry. So to have this shit pop off, it's been funny. Like we're tired of the fucking Cardi B and Nicki Minaj drama. Like we don't care about that shit. Like it was funny at start.
Yeah. First of all, don't pit women against women when they're not even like beefing with each other. That's just stupid. Oh no, I don't have it. I was gonna say there's this one person. I wanted to like try to hear it back real quick, or at least say her name. Oh, found it. Her fucking TikTok is, oh my god, Wakanda on the Weekends. I thought it was gonna be a lot longer. I just saw a lot of W's. So I was like, oh god, I don't want to say it. Wakanda on the Weekends. She is hilarious. She did a whole like commentary like bit on it, on this whole situation, and I think she's like Drake, why are you even trying to ask for the smoke? There's fucking college courses on Kendrick's goddamn album. Like he's so fucking chill. What are you doing? The man came here with a jazz beat and all of a sudden I'm ducking shots. I was like, oh my god. It was good. She had a really good commentary on it, but yeah, she's super fucking funny. She's the one that I go to for my girlies. She's the one I go to for like any commentary on red carpet outfits and shit like that. She's really clever. It's good wit. Yeah, Wakanda on the Weekends. Yeah. Funny. But yeah, this whole situation's been mad, not mad goofy, but like it's like
entertaining.
It's entertaining. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's entertaining.
Though, it's like I don't care who comes out on top or why they're even beefing to begin with. This is just the memes, bro. That's it. People are so
it's
fucking
the ride,
funny.
baby.
It's so fucking funny. I saw the same things of that same verse, but it was just somebody's like, bro, this is giving the same energy as his hair whack. His hair,
yeah. I saw that. Shoes, whack.
The way he doesn't smile, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck.
Yeah, so it's funny. It definitely is funny. Like there's a lot of like parts of the song, on both sides of the songs, where it's like it kind of flies over to a lot of people. I listened to it a couple times, and then I went to somebody who broke it down, and it was a whole conversation about it, and I was like, I didn't catch that. That's a crazy line to say. Like, that's dope. Like,
at the end of the day, the only winners are them, though.
Of course, they got money.
Yeah, no, we're giving them plays and shit like that, and camera time, basically.
Yeah,
the richest get richer, you guys.
Yeah,
so exploit them.
Oh,
no, it's true though.
Shit on company time.
Yeah, take like the dumps in company time.
I think where we're just like, bro, shit on the
poop on company time.
We gotta remind people it's an important message.
No, you're right. Actually,
we do our part for our society. Are you? Freedom.
Speaking of getting shit
democracy.
I just learned about. I just learned about the whole like. You guys seen what's happening like what is it USC?
Oh yeah. No, I thought. Oh. I was gonna bring it up at final remarks, but I mean, if we want to talk about it as a whole, because it's like it's not just USC or UCLA, it's like a bunch of universities.
Is it the protests?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I learned there's a bunch of shit happening in the middle of it. There's people in those. This is why a lot of people are mad. There's people in these protests that joined it are making it like more unstable.
They're inciting violence.
Yeah. And it's like, and they found out that a lot of these people aren't even like on either side. They're just doing it so they can cancel class and finals.
The thing is, that happens a lot. You would
of course.
That's a very common practice, and it was brought more to light with the whole BLM, Black Lives Matter type of shit, type of situation, type of shit. Mean,
I was like,
figure of speech. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. But when all that was going on, it came to light that was a practice that a lot of people didn't know about, and it came to light because a lot of people were painting the protests as violent. They were painting as all of them are just hoodlums. They're all just trying to make a quick buck and like destroying property and stealing just all these things that were caused by people that weren't even there in the very beginning. They were like, you see like people walking in and like bringing objects in or inciting violence. And there's other videos if you could look around and find them if you want to, but there was at some point when it came to light, there was active people monitoring and like watching, basically playing security for those events or for those protests. So that stuff wouldn't happen, because if something was coming arise, and you basically get pounced by a group of people being like, get out, nope, get the fuck out, we're not doing that, that's not happening, or some shit basically. So it's a common practice, and it sucks that it is even a common practice at all. Like the whole point is of to share your voice,
awareness,
and
awareness and protesting,
spread awareness, share awareness,
Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't want to get into like the actual political side of it, because obviously we're very keen on like not talking about politics, and it's obviously a very big political thing as well. It became political, better said. But yeah,
it was always political.
It became violent.
It became violent. It was always political.
Well, I mean, more towards like our side now, like in the U.S. side, it's obviously like for whatever fucking reason, it's more our problem now than theirs. But yeah, no, I was reading the back end parts of it, and I was just like, yeah, that's fucked. I was like, because shit like this is what ruins a lot of things. Like I saw someone post a video, and like there was this random kid with a fucking boombox on like one of the sides, and he was blasting just fucking rave music. And then they're like, dude, like go to fucking class or go home. Like you're fucking weird. Like you can see people like trying to like tell him like, get the fuck out of here. Like you're not part of us. You're not part of this. And I'm like, shit like that pisses me off, because I'm like, that's fucked. Like you're like, these people genuinely have like true feelings towards the situation, and they probably have some relative or friends who are being affected by this.
Yeah.
And you're just coming here to make a like mockery of it. Like that's fucked up.
That's true.
I feel like as a society, we need to look closely at what people can be sued for and go to jail for or get in trouble for when it comes to putting your hands on another person. We need to use our common sense and say to ourselves, this person was defending themselves against someone that was going to cause bodily harm to them. That's very apparent, but it didn't happen. So then the other party can sue the person that was going to be assaulted, because the person that was going to be assaulted or hurt or harmed decided to defend themselves and cause bodily harm to that person. So not because of the way the law is set out, they're able to flip the script. Yep. But like common sense, guys, let's employ some common sense so that people like that can be manhandled. Let's be real. That's kind of like what needs to happen. Boomboxes need to be broken. Noses might need to be rearranged. You can fix the nose. It's fine. And like, I think this is going to be a hot take / a little controversial, but I think our parents' generation was very much like, they didn't have to deal with all this stuff, because I feel like you fucked around, you found out back in the day, like real fucking quick. There was no room for fucking around in the first place. If you did, man, that's why you found out real fast by anybody too. Everybody was catching strays. Like if you thought you were in the clear, there was always someone around that was real quick to be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" So I don't know.
There's another man slapping another man and be like, "Chill the fuck out."
Yeah. So that's why let's be honest, that might need to come into place. But like, again, use common sense in those kind of situations. Like if somebody's going to be smacking someone upside the head and breaking a boombox because they're disrupting a peaceful protest, let them fix it. Then nothing bad will happen, or at least situations like this can be handled properly by the people that are participating in this activity, or like, what's the word I'm looking, not activity, but gathering, basically. Rally, and handle it, because cops aren't everywhere, security isn't everywhere, so
yeah,
we should be able to take care of ourselves properly.
Was it? I think it was UCLA that are like worried. That whole thing happened, like the whole fight or riot, whatever you want to call it. And the cops didn't get there for like hours.
Oh yeah, it was a brawl. People got to the point where they were breaking the metal beams between the fences. They're breaking them off and beating each other with it.
Yep.
Yeah. UCLA, y'all are, something's wrong with y'all. I'm just saying, like, I know we were just saying that people were like people do send in other people into it, but like even then, I hope the ones that were using the beams were people that were the sensible ones and in defending themselves, not inciting issue or whatever. But that's just hopeful thinking that the people that were the problem got, corrected. Yeah. And the people that were there for the right thing weren't being corrected. That's, I'm just wishful thinking, basically. But
I'm glad we're talking about this though, because the last episode, I remember, we brought it up that, at least in my opinion, I was like saying, bro, we're too busy to be doing this kind of shit, or we have to worry about ourselves to be, worrying about this matter to that point where we're going to take time out of our days to do it. And, this was us knowing that, any of this shit was going to happen because we recorded that way before. And then I saw this stuff and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, obviously I'm still the mindset of, I don't have time for that. I'm not about to go do all that. But for the people that did go do it, I was like, you know what? You're standing up for what you believe in. You have all the right to go out and peacefully
do what you gotta do.
What you, bring light to whatever, to your, what you're passionate about.
Right.
But I was less like, just be smart. Don't go out there and start getting into unnecessary conflict. Obviously, if there's people that are going in there that are getting into your face, try to calm that down as much as you can without resorting to violence. But if it does come down to it, just be smart. Know when to leave, because your life is not worth it at the end of the day. I mean, I don't think anybody died from these. I'm pretty sure it was like injuries and stuff like that.
Injuries, but nothing like hospitalized or anything like that. That could lead to that.
Exactly. That's as good as we could have hoped, honestly. Like, what's stopping somebody from coming and just fucking bringing an AR or something like that? Realistically, we live in that kind of world. So I'm just like, be smart. Know when to just leave for a while and regroup, because like right now, you never know what these fucking crazy people are going to do just because you voice an opinion. So I
feel like we kind of like, I'm always thinking to myself, like, I feel like people that watch us know for the most part when we say what Richard just said and what we said in the last episode, that we have other shit to deal with. We can't be bothered to be doing shit like that. We mean that in the sense of like that face value. That is the face value. There's no deeper meaning. There's no I don't care at all. Yeah. No. Yeah, but I feel like people that know us understand that, but also there's the off chance that somebody doesn't know us, might be watching this for the first time or seeing this, and that is like the example, or the explanation to the example is basically how we are. It's very face value, like that. Just take that as it is and work with that. You know, we're not pieces of shits. We're not like just dismissing the loss of life on the other side of the globe and all this other shit, because it's all terrible. It's all fucked up and awful, and it shouldn't be happening in the first place. And that's always been our stance. It should never have happened in the first place on either side, which, who or what, whoever did wrong to other. No reason is good enough for the loss of life, honestly. So, but that might be controversial or an issue for some people, but that's just our opinions. And if you don't like it, I don't fucking
write a
know.
strongly worded letter over to
No, not a letter. Write a strongly worded comment down below.
Yeah. And promise we'll read it and we'll probably respond.
We will respond.
We'll respond in 3.
Yep.
So you'll get beat up like the fucking the dean at my school.
Mine will just simply say, "Don't care."
I'll respond.
I'm sure you would.
I'll let you respond. Let it brew for a few days. Blocked.
We will
Fuck
block
you and your opinion, bitch.
We thank you. We thank you for your engagement.
We do though.
Fuck your engagement. No, you're right.
We need commenters.
We
Leave a
do.
comment down below. If you
Leave
guys
a comment down below of your thoughts of this. You know what?
leave a comment down below. Your weapon of choice if you were to be in a brawl out in a
That's
park.
insane.
Imagine what's around you in a park, and then leave a comment down below. Mine's an acorn.
Let's say you gotta fight off like rabid squirrels or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Make
What
it
are you
not
grabbing?
against another
What's
human.
on you? No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's around you?
Animal
What's on
cruelty is
you?
not okay, guys.
That's why I said rabid. Listen, if it has rabies, kill it. Don't care.
If it's
If the
foaming at
homeless
the
man
mouth,
has rabies, fight him.
Yep.
yeah. if it or him or they or her have foam at the mouth and they're running at you, baby, swing with God.
Whatever's in hand. Whatever's in hand.
They took. What's it called? Do you know that if you get bit by an animal with rabies or some shit, you have to go get a shot like right away? If you don't,
yep.
Get the shot and you start showing even the slightest symptoms of rabies, it's too late.
You're
Dead.
done. Yeah, you're done. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
I told that to my sister the other. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
God.
It's like, sorry, bro, can't save you. There's
like,
basically
how
what
many-
it
You're
is.
turning into a zombie.
They're like, how
how do you want to go out?
How many days? You know what? I'm gonna Google how long.
After, oh my God.
It probably only takes honestly 24 hours.
No, it's longer. It's like an excruciating time frame.
Oh, I meant to start showing symptoms.
Oh, I don't know how long it takes for it to start showing symptoms. It's like a few days. It's like you really got to be stupid to not fucking get that shot.
Take a shot.
That shit, when I heard it, I was like, the fuck? And then I see it again. I was
Oh.
like,
Maybe been in contact, blah blah blah. If you're unsure, medicals. It says something that you have
I
to
always
take.
wonder how you Bing searches shit.
It says in the United States, PEP consists of a regime of 1 dose of immune globulin and 4 doses of rabies vaccine over a 14-day period. It doesn't say from the time of exposure, but you have to be taking rabies medication for 14 days, from the day that you start taking it, and then 14 on.
There, I got you.
All right.
There are 2 forms of rabies. Serious rabies results in hyperactivity, blah, 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 blah. Death occurs after a few days due to cardiorespiratory illnesses.
Okay, so that's good to know that I at least have
2
a
to
day.
10 days.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I would literally do it after, if I would, I'm just thinking to myself, oh, got bit for some reason. Everything, I'm not near an ER, something's closed. You can get somewhere with it at least.
That's
10,
crazy.
10 to
There's-
12 hours, and you'll be safe at
I'm
least if
just
you make
thinking.
it.
I'm just thinking
There's
you're in
only
the
been-
park. Uh-huh.
There's been one person who survived rabies without receiving any vaccination. She was 15 years old.
Isn't
Her
no,
immune system.
but I know. I think there have been cases where they survive or some shit. But I think they get a hydrophobia or some shit like that.
Superpowers.
Basically, they get scared of water.
Yeah, I've seen those videos.
Yeah, some
of
shit like
people,
that.
having hydrophobia.
They say she's fine. That it's a miracle. The scientists do not understand her miracle of survival
Bro's
without
Ellie.
any treatment, but has also brought about a new method of rabies treatment.
Yeah, it's literally Ellie.
It's Ellie.
That's crazy, dude. So apparently, the reason why rabies can be cured is because your brain, it moves to your brain because it's protected by your blood-brain barrier. So it basically tricks it to go into your brain, goes in there, and then you just slowly
It's like
die.
it's like
eternally.
tag, bro. When you're going to the safe spot, you're like safe, and they're like, "Fuck, I can't get him no more."
It's literally Rabies. Oh yeah, okay, there it is. 28 days later. I was gonna say there's a really popular zombie movie that uses rabies as the base component of like of why they are the way that they are. And it's 28 days later. It's a form of rabies.
Aren't they making another one of that? Isn't it like 28 years later?
Years later.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mentioned
so
it in the
excited.
podcast a couple.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I'm so excited because I'm such a fan of those fucking movies, dude.
They're good movies. They're good zombie movies. I don't think we've had a good zombie movie out in a little bit. So
yeah.
So just to add the first dose.
Can we end this?
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, guys, if you get bit by rabies, go get the shot, please. Don't be
At
stupid.
least 2 days.
Yeah. So you
Clock's
you got 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, we're gonna move to our final portion of the episode, where we talk about our favorite, what we like, what we've been jamming into, what we've been listening and viewing. If there's anything that you guys want to throw in, start with Lee.
Hi, my name's Lee. So for recommendations, am I playing anything? Not really. I started rewatching that time I got reincarnated as a slime. It's a long title. I know it's an anime. I stopped watching it, but it got second season, first half isn't that good in my opinion. Last half of it, great. And then third season is this brand new this season. So if you guys want to catch up and then watch as the weeks go on, by all means. If not, hold off until it's fully released. It's gonna be a 24 episode season, so gonna be waiting a while. But that's what I'm watching. I'm on Killing Eve season 2 now. Great show, super cool, love it. No new games, and
it's summertime.
I thought we were still in spring.
No, bro, this weather's hot.
And it's still spring.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. That's why I keep saying summer because it's been hot.
It's not hasn't even been that hot.
Ladies
it's been
and gentlemen, global warming. No, it has not. It was 83. It's gonna be 83.
That was the hottest day it's been all in the past month or so.
Nope. If we stay in the low 70s, I'm okay.
That's what I'm saying. 78. It's been high, but it hasn't been as high as summer, which is gonna be like for sure in the 110.
Of course.
It has been warm. It's been warm. That's why, and it's been pretty like sunny. It's giving summer vibes for me, honestly. I'm not really getting spring vibes to be honest. But so that's it for the recommendations, I think. Song wise though, I think I only have one song. I thought I had another one, but it's on the screenshots and I only have one added to the like songs list. So it is Worth It by Raye, Raye. It's one of her more popular songs. Still good. It's off of her latest album, My 21st Century Blues, and she won album of the year or Brit's album of the year in the UK. She got album of the year in the UK market. Yeah, she is, and I think her album is completely self-produced. If I remember right.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think so. If I remember right, I think so. Let me double check. But super cool. It's like it's cool. An album.
I like this.
My 21st Century Blues. She's literally like just a blues singer. She raps, she scats, she has fucking vocals and chords. Yeah, it's awesome. She does an SNL performance. I think this last Saturday.
I think so.
It's awesome. She's so fucking talented, dude. You guys gotta check it out. It's super cool. Yeah. So that's my one song. I don't think I have anything else. I feel like there was an album that I was checking out, but can't remember. So yeah, just that. Check out Chop Rollin'. I think I already mentioned Good Luck Babe. If not, Good Luck Babe. It's a good song. I feel like I mentioned it before, but I heard it in Santa Monica. I was walking by like a crosswalk and I heard the song blasting and I looked and it's a gay guy with his windows down in a Mini Cooper just dancing around to Good Luck Babe. I was like, yes. Love Sharples.
Like, I'm gay too.
Pointing myself, dick.
Cruising.
Oh my
in
god.
public. But yeah, it's super cool. So yeah, just check out Ray. Super talented, super good music. And yeah, I think the fuck yous will be. There was something or somebody. LA traffic, I guess, just as a whole, it was terrible today. It's just always bad. I feel like my default will always be LA traffic. Yeah, it's just some days it's heavier than others, but yeah.
LA did get an increase of population.
Stop moving here. Why? Why are people moving here? I don't understand. Stop coming here. What do you want? What do you think is gonna happen? You can go somewhere.
Dreams.
You could go somewhere that's cheaper. This is like a vacation city. Stop coming here to live here. It's expensive and you're taking up space. Go away.
Non-existing space.
Yeah, it's
They're
like
trying to be singers.
ugh.
And or songwriters.
You can be a singer-songwriter on TikTok and get just as famous on there than you can out here.
Trying to be the next Metro Boomin.
They're trying to be the next Drake. Someone's got to take his place.
I want to be the next funny commentator channel. I'll just do that. No, I can't. I'm not that witty, but I love consuming that content. It's great. But yeah, that's it for me.
All right.
That was so weird.
He put his dream out there. He's the next big commentator.
But see, I'm not taking a space in LA. It can be done on my phone. It's great.
Also, you're native.
And I'm native in LA. Native Californians are not the best.
No, they're shitty people.
Yeah, but they're better than transplant LA people. I hate transplants. Transplants suck. Anyways, Richard.
Anyway. All right.
Oh, fucking transplants. There we go. A good one. Fucking the LA transplants taking up all the space. Yes. We got one. All right, Richard, go.
What's it called? I have been. So for people who don't know, I used to be in drumline in high school. I've just been sucked into that world again on YouTube, just watching. It's called DCI, Drum Corps International. Just these professional marching bands, essentially. Yeah. But like, sure, but I don't know. Like, yeah. Anyway, I was watching, and there's a show that I really like. It's called. It's by the Cavaliers. What the fuck? Oh my god!
It's just Richard drumline with like a chain between his fucking drumsticks. He's like a nunchuck.
Sick.
Oh my
god! There's a show. Anyway, you're fine. There's a show called Mad World by the Cavaliers. It's basically a show centered around. Well, it's just like a Mad World type of shit, but that song is very prominently featured. And the visuals are so fucking good. Like, the color guard is amazing in that. The acting by the whole band itself is so fucking cool. Go watch it if you haven't watched it. Like, that's one of the shows that you'll just be like, oh shit, this is really fucking cool. What's it called? Yeah, and then as far as music, I only have one song. It's called Sugar by Mass of the Fermenting Dregs. This is a band that I've recommended before.
Sugar.
They're a Japanese rock alt rock band. They're going on tour and they're coming to America. Rock. So yes. I'm gonna go see them America in September.
#1.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Like, I've been wanting to see them for a while. This is a good song. Anyway,
it's chill. It's chill.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's a cool chill song.
I like it.
And then final remarks. Beef is stupid. Drama is stupid. If you can't avoid it, do. If you can't avoid it, good. It's unnecessary, and yeah, fuck that shit. And then also, just for everybody that's out there protesting and stuff like that, just be safe, be smart, and
be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all I got.
Cool. So drumline like seeing it in the professional stands when people like create shit and like move things around and do all that shit. That's all drumline, right? Yeah.
That's well, it's drum chord.
Okay, yeah. That shit's cool. Every time I hear you say drumline, I think of the Nick
The
Cannon movie.
So not accurate whatsoever. Okay.
Richard's in a drumline game.
Not
Richard's
like accurate whatsoever.
Richard's like in Step Up, but with drums.
Yeah,
Oh, you know what? You know what I watched recently? Whiplash. I watched it.
I still haven't watched it. I need to.
I watched
so
it.
Rich, go watch it. You're
I
the
will.
only one. You're the
It's
only
a
one
good
who
movie.
should have watched
I know.
it.
Yeah.
I just
It's
haven't put aside
I
time.
watched it and I was like,
I
damn,
was
this
on
is how
Netflix,
this is how
and
sweaty
then
Richard gets.
It had been on my list, and then it was like, oh, music's or not music. Sorry, the song's still playing. Richard's song. The movie's leaving soon, and that was one of them. So I was like, oh, watch.
Yeah, good movie.
Short movie too. So
Very
cool.
good.
Good movie.
So
Drums.
no, I was just saying that it always reminds me whenever he says drumline, I think Nick Cannon. But music, I have two. One is called Steam, ST 3 E's AM by Shelly.
Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Shelly.
Like,
Every
why'd
time
you
I
say
hear
that?
Shelly, it reminds me of South Park. Because that's Stan's sister's name, and
Yeah.
just Randy saying it all the time. Shelly,
Yeah.
Shelly.
So how's this one? It's just very, I don't know, what does it fall under? Indie?
Indie. I
It
think
gave me Claro vibes.
I can see that.
That's what I got from that one. And then my other one,
Clara for sure in the
my other
beginning.
one, Rich is gonna cringe hard because it's May.
May the 4th be with you.
No,
It's gonna be
oh.
May.
no. the meme is "Hold On Till May." It's a Pierce the Veil song.
Oh,
So anytime that song comes out and like all the scene emo kids come out,
what's
they're
it
like,
called?
I tried holding on, hold on till May.
Oh,
Wait, is that
So-
the name of the song right now?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Till
Hold on.
May by Pierce
Yeah.
the Veil.
Yeah. So whenever the song comes out, anytime it's
Oh.
May, people like in that community are always like, I try holding on till May and I'm still sad and alone. I was like,
No.
damn. So that's the meme of this song.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I want to see them live, and they're supposed to be come back later on towards the end of the year. So crossing fingers, I'm gonna go watch them. And as far as one more recommendation that I have actually, and I just started it. Baby Reindeer.
What?
It's a Netflix show. It's called Baby Reindeer. It's based on a true story.
Based on
Crazy
Rudolph.
part I found out today, it's one of those like mystery murder documentaries that is basically a show, but it's supposed to be a docu. The main actor of that show is the person who actually went through this. So he's acting his parts in that show.
Oh shit.
Super. I watched one episode, hooked immediately. There's a bunch of TikToks about it right now. Long story short, the girl who plays the basically the main, the bad person, because I don't know much about it all that yet. I don't want to look into it. She didn't know it was coming out, and so it's crazy. It's crazy how much information they actually got from her, like about her, without her even being able to give that information. But yeah, so Baby Reindeer, so far so good. Delicious Dragons getting so fucking good. But yeah, and then final remarks. By the time this episode comes out, this weekend would have passed. I hope you guys had a great, fun, safe Cinco de Mayo. Drink responsibly.
Just a quick tidbit from the real life stalker. I looked at an article. She says that because of the show, he's using Baby Reindeer to stalk me now. Bitch.
Yeah, no. And bro, I watched just the first episode. You see, and you're like, what in the fuck? But yeah.
I'm the victim. He's written a bloody show about me.
Bloody.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. It's,
my
they're
God.
from like London.
I gotta watch the show just because of this now.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
Hey, you
Well, yeah.
fucking stalking me, yeah?
Drink responsibly, be safe, have fun, be aware of your surroundings in all situations, and yeah, you guys have a great and wonderful rest of
Hey,
your
you
week.
fucking have a bloody good one, right?
Leave a
Sorry.
like.
The
Leave
way
a
they say
comment,
beef, they say biff.
subscribe,
Biff cutting.
ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the
Love you guys. Bye, 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 bye.
bell.
British.
Well, at least.
Teeth all fucked up.